You're always going to see laundromats if you're not looking for them. They're a lot like what? Fat kids and donut shops. If you're not in the market, if you're not in the mood, you're not going to know where they are. But folks need to do laundry. Would I really be the king of laundry if I didn't go to Brussels and, of course, visit a laundromat? When you Google laundromats near me, you find the Washington Laundromat, which I think is kitschy, adorable. Why is it called Washington? Is it a play on words, or is it because they speak mainly French here? Or do they think that it's the capital? I don't know, but never been here. We're about 10 yards away, so let's have a look. I see 8 machines. Just first impressions almost instantaneously. Why is this closed up? You know me, and if you know my course, you understand that security is always important. I don't care if you're in Brussels, New York City, or Washington, security is always going to be important. I don't understand why they would do that, why they would close that off like that. Doesn't make sense to me. We'll look a little bit further. But here's the thing. I don't care if you're in San Diego on the wharf, where you think a laundromat isn't going to work, it does. I just fielded an email from a gentleman in New York City, and that's the tri-state area. He tells me, well, laundromats are all very small here. Do they work? Are they realistic here in this area? Why is it only 1,500 square feet? Why is there only 18 washers? Well, it's different. Here, every one of these washers and dryers is full and being operated, and some of them have stopped, so maybe there's folks upstairs in the apartments that are utilizing them. Point being, you're always going to see laundromats if you're not looking for them. They're a lot like what? Fat kids and donut shops. If you're not in the market, if you're not in the mood, you're not going to know where they are. But folks need to do laundry, whether it's here in Brussels. We are literally in one of the most touristy areas on the planet Earth. We're about 500 yards away from the Grand Square in Brussels. And here's a laundromat. So is this place rocking and rolling? Absolutely. Today is Saturday, and so therefore people get the chores done on Saturday. None of this changes no matter where you are in the world. I have successful students here in Belgium. I have students in Poland, 2 countries away, but still within driving distance, France, and almost all 50 states. So does it work? Will it work for you? Absolutely. Is this a takeover spot? No. But this place smells new, it looks new, I'm fairly certain that it is new. Next, off to Germany. So let's see what laundromats look like there. Seems odd because if you're in the States, you're not going to see something like this, a gigantic folding machine, which they charge for. But I guess it's more important here, there are no folding tables. What I noticed right away when I walk in here, there's no room to fold, but it's also unique and different because if you live here, you're doing laundry here, you're gonna grab your washing, you're gonna dry it, and you're gonna take it to your apartment or your condo nearby and fold it typically. But if you wanna fold it, you're gonna end up waiting for this industrial folding machine. There's no folding in this store, there's really no room for it. So they use this machine and they charge for it. Very unique and different to this area, to Europe. You're going to see these industrial folders. This isn't going to work in New Jersey, New York, or certainly Los Angeles or Connecticut, or anywhere in the Midwest. It works here. So if they're able to squeeze that money out and eliminate folding tables, brilliant. But charge for it, why not? I'm excited, and I also want to talk to everyone about business every time that I do this, and the business end of this, sure, I'm in Brussels and on my way to Spa tomorrow for the Formula One race, but you need to understand how to write off your business. And when you're scouting laundromats, hell, you buy a sandwich, you're in Brussels and you grab some French fries, well, guess what? Those are scouting fries, aren't they? So write it off. Add tons of mayonnaise to that and write it off. Hell, buy a new car, call it a Scoutmobile, but be smart with your finances. Are you a doctor? Are you making $400,000 or $500,000 a year and you want a cash business in order to bolster your future? Of course, smart. That's intelligent. But what you should do is write off your scouting, my fees, and everything you do in order to find the laundromats on your taxes. It's called a write-off. I'm not a tax expert. I don't play one on TV, but you should understand that whenever you're doing this, you are offsetting your income from your other business utilizing smart tax strategies. If you're visiting relatives in another state, guess what? You're scouting. If you're on vacation, which I don't do, guess what? You're scouting. This is how it works. You know me, you know my thing, never vacation. What does that mean? I want you to have a life. I want you to have a fantastic life. I don't want you to emulate me. I want you to do what you enjoy. And at the end of the day, maybe it's travel. When I consult with people, they constantly tell me that that is their thing. They love to travel. My next question, when's the last time you left the county? When's the last time you left the country? When you are scouting laundromats, they don't have to be local to you. They can be in another country where you have no real inkling what they look like or what they're all about. You may not want to own them there, but you should definitely scout them out. Why? Because you are now in the laundry business. You found me because you're interested in intrigue. And if you've bought the course, that's a few $100s, but why not write it off? Your taxes are a massive benefit when you own a small business. People ask me, what are the tax benefits of laundromat ownership? There are massive write-offs available for you because you own a business, no matter what that business is. And in this case, it happens to be a laundromat, so you've got the equipment, you've got the depreciation. However, now, while you're in the scouting phase and you're looking at these stores, write that off. Enjoy that. I've never been to this store. Here I am in Brussels. Let's be frank, I don't think the IRS is watching right now. I'm here for the Formula One race, which is happening in Spa, Belgium. I'm a fan. I drive a car. I'm not a sports fan. You guys know that about me. I don't play football. I don't bump helmets with guys. At the end of the day, when I am traveling, I'm going to visit laundromats for you to help you out. What does it matter, Belgium? Well, I have successful students with free laundromats in almost all 50 states. Poland, he's got 11 stores. France, 28 other countries. Let's add Belgium to that. Why not? Just about every European country has a grand plaza. Here we are in Brussels, and this plaza was completed in 1421. Now, I don't think laundromats were around in 1421, but I guarantee you, if it wasn't a suit of armor that folks needed to clean their clothes, that has never changed, and it never will. One of the common questions I get, will laundromats go away? No, never. So here I am in this gorgeous European city where everyone else is vacationing or selling goods and services to those vacationers. I wonder if there's a laundromat or two here. Guess what? There are. Of course there are, because laundromats must exist. They exist everywhere. Whether it's San Diego and your boat is moored there, your yacht is waiting for you, you need to clean your clothes. Or you're at home and you've got a washer dryer. Well, what we are going to do in this industry is sell that service to folks. The people that live here, not the people that are vacationing here. The hotels and motels, they need laundromats. Interesting to say the least, and definitely intriguing. Someone here in Brussels is earning money with a laundromat or two. So can you. Now we're off to Germany, so we're going to visit a few more stores. If you don't know who I am, if you don't follow, I'm Danny, the self-proclaimed king of laundry. And when I travel, I visit laundromats for you. If you're in Brussels, New York, LA, or anywhere in between, get yourself some coin laundromats. The difference is we will not pay for the business rights. We won't pay someone else for their failed business. These stores end up needing equipment. And if they don't retool, we will. That's it in a nutshell. freelaundromat.com. Keep following.